Politics is a very serious thing, affecting the lives of real people. But then you hear things like this, and you realize it's all about as real as a Hollywood movie. Some of the emails from the Clinton campaign that were recently leaked show how Harvey Weinstein, a bigwig Hollywood movie maker, has been involved in politics, specifically trying to help his pal Hillary Clinton get elected. He actually told her campaign manager, Robbie Mook, to silence a message from Bernie Sanders. Just a few months ago, when Sanders was still in the race, Weinstein watched a commercial for Bernie that featured Erica Garner, the daughter of Eric Garner, who was killed by the NYPD. I guess Weinstein must have thought it was an effective commercial, because after watching it, he emailed the Clinton campaign and said, "I'm probably telling you what you know already, but that needs to be silenced." So Weinstein, a guy that makes his living off of make-believe, told the Clinton camp to silence Bernie Sanders. That's bad enough, because why should this Hollywood guy have anything to say about the election at all, especially in such a direct capacity? But it gets worse, because then Weinstein actually suggests to Clinton's people that they silence Bernie's BLM message with probably the Sandy Hook issue. Meaning Mr. Movie Maker thought Clinton should bring out the deadly school shooting as a way to distract people from Bernie Sanders. I guess since he works in Hollywood, he knows the power of a good story. But then it gets even worse, because in the email, Weinstein is kind of kissing Mook's butt, lobbying to get together so that Weinstein can be involved as much as possible. Weinstein suggests getting together in New York, to which Mook replies, "Are you kidding? Let's do it! I'm here all week! This is all hands on deck! It's must win!" In other words, Clinton's campaign manager got all excited to meet with Mr. Cool Hollywood so they could brainstorm ways to convince people to vote for Hillary. That wasn't the only exchange they had either, and all of the emails show that not only is Hollywood very invested in Clinton, but that Clinton is very open to using Hollywood to smear her competition. When this is how things really work, how is it possible for anyone to take this election or politics in general as anything more than a Hollywood fiction? Tonight, let's talk about that.
As somebody who's participated over the years, I have to tell you, I learned so much, especially about micro-managing, micro-budgets in India. I mean, and how these women who were oppressed build companies. It's an incredible experience, and I just hope that for the audience out there, they do participate and they do support, because it's amazing to have it. Mr. President, thank you for being my guest tonight. I can't thank you enough for doing this. It's incredible. And as I said, I always learn amazing things from you. Hopefully they'll let us do this again, and we're just going to talk about movies the next time.
Here, Hillary Clinton emails show Harvey Weinstein's affinity for the former Secretary of State. Harvey Weinstein reached out to Hillary Clinton's aide while she served as Secretary of State, asking how he could help Clinton. It's no secret that Hollywood and Hillary Clinton, Hollywood and the Democratic Party, are like this symbiotic relationship. It's kind of like the little fish you see attached to sharks, or maybe a barnacle on a boat, or a barnacle on a whale. Anyway, Hillary Clinton on Tuesday broke her silence finally after 5 days. So it was day 5. Hillary Clinton on Tuesday broke her silence on the Harvey Weinstein sexual assault allegations spanning decades, saying she was shocked and appalled. Oh, she was so shocked and appalled. Not really. She didn't care. She was friends with Trump. She went to Trump's wedding. She took $100,000 of Trump's money for the Clinton Foundation. So to say that she's shocked and appalled, if you believe that, I have a bridge to sell you, because that's not true at all. The emails, part of a large trove of Clinton emails released by the State Department, offer a small glimpse into the relationship between Weinstein, Weinstein had with Clinton. This is so sweet. Let him know I want the movies, including the Tillman story. Okay, the Tillman story. But I've heard some of his other projects, and wish him and Georgiana good wishes. Okay. So Clinton go back and forth. Fond memories of you guys watching Shakespeare in Love. Weinstein commented on having, quote, fond memories of you guys watching Shakespeare in Love, which Clinton attended the premiere and was photographed with Weinstein. Then he goes on, please let me know if there's anything I can do, he wrote. Clinton responded to Marshall's short request, please respond. So they know each other, they're friends with each other. millions and millions and millions of dollars, of course, was donated to the Democratic Party over the years, and Hillary Clinton's various campaigns over the years by Harvey Weinstein. We know that. Give me your thoughts below. The book, The Allman Brothers and Debbie Wasserman Schultz, is below. Harvey Weinstein is not even, he is a symptom of this overall duplicity and disingenuous behavior by the Democratic Party. Democrats, quote-unquote liberals, they'll cheat Bernie Sanders, the actual true progressive, and they'll say he pointed and shouted, and then they'll disparage Jill Stein, do everything possible to disparage her. Oh, Wi-Fi, without focusing on the big, grandiose issues that they talk about: bringing soldiers home, banning fracking, breaking up too-big-to-fail banks so we don't nationalize them like Bush and Obama. And what they'll do is they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want the Harvey Weinsteins of the world giving them money, and they want to lecture others about shouting and pointing and what is sexism and misogyny on social media. Give me your thoughts below. I will leave the article below and a link to my new book, The Allman Brothers and Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Check it out if you're interested in the Allman scandal. There's everything you need to know about the scandal, including a cover-up, potentially, by California's Attorney General. Give me your thoughts. Thank you so much for listening.
It's an obscene amount of money.
Yes, I think it's an obscene amount of money. I think that, we had some protesters last night when we pulled up in San Francisco, and they're right to protest. They're absolutely right. It is an obscene amount of money. The Sanders campaign, when they talk about it, is absolutely right. It's ridiculous that we should have this kind of money in politics. I agree completely.
Okay, that was George Clooney over the weekend on Meet the Press saying it's just an astoundingly, just horrific, embarrassing amount of money that
lots of money
gets raised.
All right, what he's now talking about it is, come on now.
Well, I'm just wondering.
Oscar-winning producer Harvey Weinstein.
But Harvey's here.
Harvey is supporting
and you have raised money as
Hillary
well.
Clinton. Yes, you've raised money.
I have raised money, and I think the whole thing about money, what Hillary promised, if she's elected president, they get rid of Citizens Brigade. That's caused everything. And I think, for the Democrats, they have to show that they have some muscle. If they don't show that they have the muscle, these guys are going to outspend them anyhow.
Right, you got to play the game.
So at least, in that little fort, the cavalry can hold off.
Right. So why are you for Hillary instead of Bernie?
Well, my daughter, Emma, has really crystallized it over the last 4 weeks. She's 18 years old. And all of her girlfriends were for Bernie.
Right.
All of them. And her too. Mm-hmm. She's even for the New England Patriots, which I can't stand.
What?
Okay. No, I disinherited her.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Only Robert Kraft adopted her.
Yeah.
That's a problem. He's got more money than
He's doing well.
It's terrible.
No, I doubt that.
Poor guy. It's true. Whatever. And just she said to me the other, when Bernie said Hillary wasn't qualified, they took that a little sexist, just like, how could the Secretary of State, 103 countries that she visited, 2-time senator,
right.
First lady, civil rights lawyer, not be qualified? You can say he's not right for the job, but so then all of a sudden every day I'm getting the emails when your kids become Sherlock Holmes. Why doesn't he turn in his taxes? What happened with the 1990 election, whatever, where he won after he lost because the NRA went against the other candidate. These guys, like that, I don't know what kind of lives they're having these days.
Right.
I'm getting information, and then they send me Paul Krugman's article, and Bernie's numbers don't add up. Then
so a lot of reasons.
The Daily News. That was like his positions are fantasist. That was the tipping point, I think, for a lot of New Yorkers.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't think he's having any momentum.
Right.
Harvey's daughter, I mentioned off air the ripple effect, and I've picked up from several different people over the past couple of weeks that Bernie's continuous and sometimes unhinged assault on Hillary Clinton has, I think, got a lot of women to react in the opposite manner that Bernie saw it, that they are looking at him now saying, and now they're going back to Hillary Clinton.
Yeah. On the women's issue. As a young 18, first-year time voter. But I'm telling you, my daughter Emma was like, free school, free lunch. I don't have to talk to Dad. I don't have to pay those student loans back. She was all. I said, don't worry that I'm in the 85%.
I was going to say, Dad can take care of it.
Whatever. Don't worry.
But in last night's NBC News poll that comes out, after everything you've just discussed, Bernie Sanders closes the gap to a statistical tie nationally. And the nation's been paying attention to all of those things. And it's now 50-48.
And he does okay against Trump in polls?
Bernie polls way ahead of the Republicans. Polls much stronger than Hillary does against all the Republicans.
Well, I think you might see that nationally, but nobody's paying more attention than in New York. When you see the Daily News, when you see the Times, both endorse her. I mean,
but he had like 28,000 people at a rally. Where did those people come from? Another state?
Listen, when I was a kid, I worked for Tim Russert. You know that, Joe, whatever. And Tim Russert always used to tell me the story that when they were in Buffalo, Joe Krangle, the chairman, would get Frank Sedita, the old mayor, and the way they would get an audience, they'd throw a bomb in the middle of the street. 10,000 people would rush out going, "Oh my God, it's a bomb." And then Sedita would, get on a soapbox and go, "I'm Frank Sedita, vote for me for mayor." So I'm sure there's some equivalent of that.
I don't know. I think they were showing
It's a bright idea.
If I had Katy Perry, who supports Hillary, and I did a rally in Brooklyn, I'll get 39,000.
39,000.
But what about Hillary without Katy Perry?
Well, I don't know who Bernie had, in his rally, but I don't think he travels
Just
alone.
Bernie.
Just Bernie. I
Right?
think so.
I don't know.
He
had some bands there. Sometimes he has Vampire Weekend.
I don't know.
Sometimes TV on the radio. He's got a little bit,
I ask a question about Hollywood money. Harvey, if you look at Hollywood as a special pleader in their contributions, what does Hollywood want from politicians when they give money?
Usually, and that's not always the case, but Hollywood is liberal. And I think that Hollywood wants, somebody to care about the country, care about the middle class. I think the people who've made it in Hollywood usually don't come from very aristocratic beginnings. There's a definite inequality. I grew up in Elecchester, next to Pominock, which was city, rental, controlled apartment, and George Clooney. I mean, it's not great wealth. That we're dealing with in Hollywood. So I think they want to, protect the ideals of the country.
Okay, Harvey Weinstein, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I didn't even get to promote my movies.
Oh, dear God.
No, but
come to Morning Show tomorrow morning. Lawrence O'Donnell, we thank you as well. And they're yelling in our ears. Still ahead. What do we have?
NBC's Katie Turn. Hallie Jackson.
What's going on now with Harvey Weinstein? Well, the FBI is investigating. Trump's DOJ is investigating Harvey Weinstein. The criminal empire based on bullying and sexual harassment and abuse and assault is coming to an end. Rose McGowan, Ashley Judd, two of the very, very courageous women who helped this, or who exposed Harvey Weinstein for who he is. But Rose McGowan, if you could believe Twitter, the social justice forum, the place where the Democratic Party lectures everyone, Twitter actually suspended Rose McGowan simply for some issue with one of her tweets to Ben Affleck, something ridiculous like that. And Ben Affleck, one of the people who always lectures the world on politics, is of course not on the right side of history regarding this issue. Rose McGowan told him to F off. But when you look at Harvey Weinstein, how much money did he give to Democrats? It's not only the amount of money he gave, but it's the amount of money he helped raise through his connections. This is a Daily Dot. How much money did Harvey Weinstein donate to Hillary Clinton? Weinstein directly donated $21,400 to Clinton between 1999 and 2016. Weinstein also donated $33,590 to Hillary Clinton's Victory Fund and $15,000 to HillPAC. Okay, but what's his true worth to the Clintons? In total, Weinstein contributions made directly to Clinton and Associates non-party political entities is $69,990, but that's really nothing. He raised $1,422,683 for federal candidates and political entities between 1990 and last year. That has to be a number that is not indicative of what the real number is. $1,422,683 for Democrats. So he raised about $1.5 million on behalf of candidates for friends, family, and associates. But if he is a part of the $330,000 dinner with George Clooney, that's like what, four seats at the dinner. So it's obviously in the millions that can be associated with him. The 1.5 or the $1,422,683 through a process called bundling, raising funds on behalf of a candidate from friends, family, and associates. So this could be from the friends and family. The associates has to be. This is a great article, but I'm just saying it has to be a lot more than 1,422,000. Give me your thoughts below. Hollywood is a big engine, fundraising engine for Hillary Clinton. In addition to the media manipulation, you notice now you're not getting the constant pontification from. You're not getting the constant pontification and lecturing from the late night crowd as you did before. The reason being, of course, because Hollywood is completely crumbling from the Harvey Weinstein scandal and from all the behavior they accuse Trump of. You can say what you like about Trump, and I'm not defending Trump saying what he said regarding the audio, because I've actually never heard that in my life, and it was very, very bizarre. But it's very different from Harvey Weinstein. If your first reaction is, what about Trump? Well, it's very different from saying, hey, Obama didn't do this, because Democrats lecture on sexism and misogyny, and they are the embodiment of that, at least in terms of 5 days without Clinton uttering a word about Harvey Weinstein and Anthony Weiner and Bill Clinton. So they're all full of it. They're all the biggest hypocrites on the planet. Then you have to hear about every tragedy or every issue from the late night talk show perspective, which of course they're trying to evade right now. Give me your thoughts below. Share this segment everywhere. If you're interested in the Alwan scandal, buy the book. It is below. The Alwan scandal, the Alwan brothers and Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Give me your thoughts. Thank you so much. Share this everywhere. And subscribe to this channel.
I was just sick. I was shocked. I was appalled. It was something that was just intolerable in every way. And, you know, like so many people who have come forward and spoken out, this was a different side of a person who I and many others had known in the past.
Would you have called him a friend?
Yes, I probably would have. And so would so many others. You know, people in Democratic politics for a couple of decades appreciated his help and support. And I think these stories coming to light now, and people who never spoke out before having the courage to speak out, just clearly demonstrates that this behavior that he engaged in cannot be tolerated.
From a 2013 White House event is not aging well for Michelle Obama. It shows the former First Lady praising Harvey Weinstein as a wonderful human being, although we now know the Hollywood producer has had a long, and well-known, history of harassing women.
By thanking Harvey Weinstein for organizing this amazing day. Harvey. This is possible because of Harvey. He is a wonderful human being, a good friend, and just a powerhouse. And the fact that he and his team took the time to make this happen.
Weinstein's behavior was revealed in a report by the New York Times on Thursday, and the longtime Democratic supporter has seen the politicians he has supported throw him under the bus. Nearly every Democrat he has ever donated to has announced that they are giving the money he donated to charity. There are two notable exceptions, however. Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama have yet to address the scandal, or announce that they are giving his donations away. You can read more about that by clicking here. Weinstein's behavior was an open secret in Hollywood, but few called him out on it, because of the power and influence he wields in the film industry. That makes the video from the 2013 event even more disturbing, in which Michelle Obama is hosting film students along with a number of Hollywood types, including Whoopi Goldberg and Blake Lively. The First Lady praises Weinstein as a good friend and a wonderful human being. The remarks were not just empty praise for a speech. Malia Obama actually interned for Weinstein this year, in his production office. Fox News reports on the video. Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein will reportedly be suspended from his film company pending an internal probe into multiple sexual harassment claims. This comes after the New York Times reported Thursday that Weinstein has reached at least 8 legal settlements with women over alleged harassment. In the wake of these allegations, a video is making the rounds, showing former First Lady Michelle Obama praising Weinstein as a wonderful human being and a good friend at a student film symposium in 2013. "I want to start by thanking Harvey Weinstein for organizing this amazing day," Obama said at the Careers in Film Symposium at the White House. "This is possible because of Harvey. He is a wonderful human being, a good friend and just a powerhouse. And the fact that he and his team took the time to make this happen for all of you should say something not about me or about this place, but about you," she continued. Weinstein reportedly had a close relationship with the Obamas, visiting the White House 13 times between 2010 and 2014, according to visitor records. What do you think of the Obamas and their cozy relationship with Harvey Weinstein? Let us know in the comments.